Hello Leo, and welcome to your mid-month tarot advice video for the month of June. Before we go ahead and get started, I'm super excited to announce that I do offer private Zoom readings with me. All the information for those are linked down below, as well as a code for 20% off for the whole month of June. With that being said, let's go ahead and jump right in. We're going to start with Oracle here and see what is coming through for you, Leo. But as always, please take what resonates and leave the rest. We have Find Balance. I feel like this has been coming out. Oh, and we also have Moderation on the bottom of the deck. So I think this message might be very clear for you here, Leo. Find balance, moderation, temperance, justice, all of those cards. I feel like we're going to be seeing them today. It's been a very heavy message for a lot of different signs, a lot of different collectives that I've been doing readings for. I feel like this is coming through very strongly. Makes sense, we just had a Gemini new moon, and Gemini is, is the twins, so it does make sense of needing balance on things. But Find Balance says, find balance between your work, rest, and playtime, and you will have more energy, harmony, and productivity in your life. Take a power nap. I'm gonna take that as advice for me, Leo, okay? I want that power nap. I want more than a power nap, okay? Hibernation, some might say. We also have Moderation. It says, I don't like the description of this card, I'm going to be so honest, but I'm going to make up my own description. Moderation. Oh god, now I've put myself on the spot. You know what? It was on the bottom of the deck anyway. You know what moderation means. You can use your discernment for that one. Let's jump into your tarot. We have your current energy. Let's see. Also, new deck. I lost my old deck. I lost cards from my old deck. I always say I have very sassy tarot decks, but they didn't need to, be that sassy, okay, with the cards that went missing. But for you, for your current energy, we have the Magician. We have the Seven of Swords. Now, Seven of Swords can be a card of self-sabotage. I don't know why. The word that came to mind for reading it this time is disconnect. I've never wanted to use that word for that card. I don't know if anybody else uses that description, but for me, it feels like with the Magician and the Seven of Swords, there is this disconnection. And there's always a disconnection when it comes to self-sabotage, because especially when you don't realize you're doing it, there is still that part of you that is disconnected, that is conflicted, that is fighting against maybe what you're manifesting. The fact you also have the Magician coming out, I don't know. It feels like there is maybe feelings of doubt here. When it comes to manifestation and manifesting your dream life, your whatever it is you want, everything that you want. When it comes to manifesting, you have to fully remove the doubt that it's impossible, that it's not going to happen, that it's not for you, that it won't. And without realizing it, you can be self-sabotaging yourself in the way you think, or the way you talk about yourself, or even just about, I was going to say your actions. Maybe your actions aren't aligning with your manifestations. I feel like as we dive into your inner world, this will be clarified a little bit further for us. That shuffle was atrocious. It really was. Let's see what's coming through for you in your inner world. What does Leo need to know, please, Spirit? We have King of Wands and we have the Sun. Which, whenever I see this card now, I feel like it's almost a mock to me, because this is one of the cards that I lost from my deck. This is one of the most positive cards in the deck. So I feel like, especially with the King of Wands, you're feeling very joyous was the word I was going to use, which I would not normally use. The King of Wands is great for having that confidence in your own decisions, but also confidence in your ability to, I was going to say regenerate. You have the ability to, I was going to say also this is such random wording that I normally would not be using, but it feels like, I don't know if people call you a trailblazer, or you're burning your own path. I don't know why that is very specific, but it's almost like I am seeing you are burning forward, burning your own path, your own way. And every time that someone's trying to dim this fire, dim this light, put it out, you just come back stronger. And I think you're feeling very positively about the decisions that you've made, about how you're feeling inside was what I would say. Your emotions are almost wanting to come through and reflect outside. So I was going to say, usually, again, I was hoping this would clarify furthermore on this Seven of Swords if this is self-sabotage. But it feels like whatever decisions you're making, direction you're heading in, it's giving you positive vibes. So the Magician could be a new beginning, a new start for you. Again, it is all those endless possibilities, the infinite possibilities that can come. The Seven of Swords is throwing me, and I don't usually clarify this early into a reading, but it really is throwing me. I just want to know, like, one card, please, Spirit, on what this Seven of Swords is for Leo. Why is this in their current energy? We have the Two of Wands. So it is about plannings, new beginnings, a way forward. This doesn't help. I want to know, is this like you self-sabotaging? Is this somebody else? The Lovers. You're done making decisions from a selfish perspective. You don't see that anymore. We also have the Emperor on the bottom of the deck there. You don't see these decisions as you being selfish. You don't see these decisions as you sabotaging anything. Righteous was the word that came. These decisions feel righteous. They feel like correct. And it's there's this energy of like, why did I not realize this sooner? Like, I had all these plans that were getting hung up because of this thing that I've now moved away from, got closure from, and I'm starting fresh from. Again, having a lot of confidence in your decisions and how you're moving forward here. Let's look at what you should be focusing on, what needs your attention. What does Leo need to pay attention to? Spirit. So we have the Five of Pentacles, and we also have Judgment here. And I'm going to pay attention to the Hanged Man on the bottom of the deck. These cards to me all signal openness, awareness, presence is another big one. Like, for instance, in the Hanged Man, when he is tied to that tree, when he is bound upside down, he sees things from a different perspective, but he's also, I was going to say forced, but he is shown how to open his awareness to the present moment, to be aware of the things that change day by day, because the Hanged Man is like, is it, I forget who it was, but there is an Norse god, he was tied to the tree for 7 days and 7 nights, right? And in that time, you know, so much changed, and it was teaching him all these lessons, but it came from the openness, the awareness, the paying attention to how the little things change. And again, with Judgment, when we're asking questions, when we're wanting guidance, some people will want to seek it from a higher perspective, from a higher opinion, someone that we feel like has wisdom, right? We search it from higher ups, from maybe the universe, God, but we rarely think to seek it from within, from quieting our minds, quieting our surroundings, and paying attention to the inner, the inner, the way we think, the way we feel when it's really quiet, when we're not so distracted. And again, the Five of Pentacles is a great card for slowing down and not being so distracted when we're needing help or guidance. We are, you know, in the card they're searching, and usually in the deck they're looking at the ground, not paying attention to the lights in the church, where there would be help, where there would be guidance, where there would be wisdom, right? Where there would be understanding. But they're too focused on looking at the ground, feeling sorry for themselves, that they don't stop, slow down, look around, look up, look down. These are the things, like, you might notice it next time you go for a walk, you know? Slow down a little bit. Take a deep breath and pay attention to, where do you focus so much? Are you looking straight ahead at you and not paying attention to maybe the clouds in the sky or the things on the ground? Are you maybe not paying attention to the things in your peripheral vision? Like, because a lot of us are very in our own heads thinking what we're thinking, and we're not even paying attention to our general surroundings. And that is where we can also gain a lot of wisdom and understanding. Peace and presence is very much what you need to pay attention to right now. Next, we're going to tap into your environment. This can be, you know, a physical environment. This can also be connections, your work, your career. But let's see what's going on in Leo's environment for the rest of the month, please, Spirit. We have the Ten of Cups and we have the Tower. Interesting energy here. Very contradictory, but I feel like that's coming through in a lot of, like, I mean, the Magician and the Seven of Swords. And now we have the Ten of Cups, the Tower. When you're doing things for the emotional stability or the emotional fulfillment, the emotional connection, when you're doing things for that, a lot rides on that tower, you know? A lot rides on the safety and the comfort. And that comes with building very strong foundations. There could be some things from the past that, I was going to say, are rocking the boat a little bit here. I don't know if this is still healing from the tower or if this is just your mind, you know, letting you, I was going to say almost stew in the energy. Let's actually clarify a little bit of what this tower is. I keep thinking of this River Phoenix quote. Is it, I always forget the way. Let me look it up so I don't actually butcher it. So the quote is, "Run to the rescue with love and peace will follow." And it does very much feel like you can't force this tower to settle and heal and not happen. But if you show up with the Ten of Cups, with cups filled, ready to give, ready to offer love, then you will find that peace, you will find that presence, and it will come eventually. Let's clarify though a little bit on, I just split the deck and we have the Emperor and the Empress there. So this could be a divine connection coming through. It could also be a good sign to balance that feminine and masculine energy. When do you need to tap into the Emperor leader energy, where you charge ahead, where you create growth and are strong and independent almost? And then you have the feminine of the Empress, where it slows down, it's gentle, it's caring, but it's still creative, it's still magnetic, and she's still a leader in her own right. So that could be, again, divine partnership that is very healing for your energy. It could also be, like I said, needing to balance that masculine and feminine. But let's clarify this tower, please, Spirit. Why is the tower here, please, for Leo? Why is the tower here? We have, oh, that's a lot. We do have Two of Cups, Judgment, the Moon, and the World. So Two of Cups, so I do feel like that Emperor and Empress was that divine partnership, that divine connection, filling up each other's cups, leading to your cups being overflowing. I don't know why that's how I wanted to word that. The Moon is, I was gonna say, don't kid yourself. Don't judge too harshly. I wanted to say, yeah, like, don't write things off so quickly. Don't judge so harshly. Don't judge so quickly. I was always gonna say, like, don't expect the worst from people, you know? Don't expect that people are doing things maliciously. Expect that, you know, the best case scenario, they genuinely didn't realize, they didn't know, they weren't. I'm just feeling that quick to judge energy. There's also this energy of needing clarity on something, and I do feel like it is coming from that slowing down and taking a deeper look at things. Let's see what we have for your advice. What's the advice for Leo, please, Spirit? Okay, what's the advice? So we have the Seven of Pentacles and the Five of Wands. So for the Seven of Pentacles, I always feel like it is that peace, that patience, that showing up day to day, doing the tedious, unfun work is where you have the most transformation. I mean, think of it. You have these beautiful butterflies flying all around, but before they were butterflies, they were caterpillars, and then they spent a long time what looks like doing nothing. What it looks like from the outside, it looks like they're just in their cocoon, sleeping, doing nothing. But really, they are alchemizing, they are transforming, and it comes day by day, slowly with patience and care and a groundedness. They grow and change and transform, right? So what looks like from the outside, like maybe you're not doing enough, maybe you're not doing what you should be, you're not doing what everybody else is doing, remember that on the inside you're showing up and doing the work, and that's all that matters. People can't see the hard work that you put into changing your mindset, changing your energy, changing your mood. All of that is internal work, and it's hard work. And it's very easy to compare to your insides to other people's outsides, because you don't see the work that they're doing or not doing on the inside. You see the world, you see the image that they're projecting to you. So don't be competing with people's images that you believe of them and that they're showing you, because like the moon is saying, that's usually not the full image of them. And finally, we're going to clarify. This is something I've been starting to do at the end of the readings for some reason, and clarifying with the devil coming through. I was going to clarify this, find balance, and we have the devil. Find balance within your vices, okay? Some may seem like unhealthy vices, but they can be almost protective to your energy, right? Find balance. What does this mean for Leo this month, please, Spirit? What does find balance mean for Leo this month? The Fool. Try new things, but that comes with finding the balance and finding the space and being able to let go of other things to open up room. I like this Fool card. It's so cute, right? Taking a chance. Taking a gamble, almost. I don't know why I want to say it like that, but I like that. For you to find balance, you got to take a gamble. You might be like, I would never enjoy that hobby. That's not for me. And it turns out to be the thing that, you know, brings that peace. It makes you able to slow down and find that presence. Whatever it is for you, I hope you find it this month, Leo. That is all I have for your reading. If you want to dive deeper into anything that came out in this video or something completely different, I do offer private readings. Like I said, all of the information is down below. We have Zoom readings, we have video readings, and I also do free live readings on my TikTok live. Again, all the information for that is linked down below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, do all those YouTube things. And if you've watched this far, I truly appreciate you.